fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in, and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bow's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Faye at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key, 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it up top. Bay at the buzzer.
Wow.
Hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed. Out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan, first and out.
Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
And good evening, everybody. We welcome you live to Centura High School for the Centura Volleyball Triangular as we follow Broken Bow Volleyball here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Tonight, Broken Bow takes on Centennial in our first match for the Lady Indians tonight, and then we'll conclude things with Broken Bow against the host team, Centura. Again, hi, everybody. I'm Brent Apperson. Great to have you along. Larry Cotner will join me shortly, and we'll have the call of tonight's matches for you live on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. We also have the live video stream going as well. Special thanks to Christy Wells helping us with the video camera and the live video stream here tonight, and you can access that through sandhillsexpress.com. Also, directly on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and Sandhills Express YouTube channels. As we get you ready for our first match of the night for Broken Bow as they get ready to take on Centennial, we want to say thanks to these sponsors who are making our coverage on the radio possible tonight. And they include Prairie Eye Care, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Tumbleweed Cafe, Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Arrow Seed, Rods Body and Paint, Team Physical Therapy, Trotter Service, Meat Lumber, Shelter Insurance, A to Z Lawn Pro, Squire Septic Service, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center. Also, we want to say thanks to those businesses who are helping us with our live video stream tonight, and we hope that you recognize their names as they come up on your screen tonight. They include Palmer Monument, Agribest Feeds of Callaway, Insurance of the Heartland, Colligan, Nebraska State Bank, Power Solutions, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, BD, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Meat Lumber, Moline Seed and Fence, and Lines Appliance. Broken Bow and Centennial coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Seeming to arrive a little quicker than it used to be.
Maybe your quarterback seems a little bit less accurate than normal.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jency Ross.
And I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
Those things could be happening. Or if you're also missing your food with your fork, it might be time to talk to us.
At Prairie Eye Care in Broken Bow, we want everyone seeing 2020 on and off the playing field.
Call and schedule an appointment today, and we might just help out that throw, catch, set, spike, or swing of yours.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Broken Bow Athletics.
Does the thought of turning 65 give you nightmares? It doesn't have to. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. And as an independent agent, I work with the major insurance companies that you're getting mail and phone advertising from. If you're feeling overwhelmed with the options, give me a call to set up an appointment. We will go through the Medicare process step by step, from signing up to enrolling in the necessary supplement and Part D drug plans. You don't have to do this alone. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here to help. Call me at 836-2201 or stop in at the office in Callaway.
Go and enjoy delicious home-style food and dine at the Tumbleweed Cafe from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. Or if you're on the go, swing through the drive-thru. In the morning, grab hot and fresh breakfast items. Need a dinner for the family at home, but don't have the time to make it yourself? Breakfast casseroles, Reuben casseroles, chicken pot pies, lasagna, enchiladas, fresh bread, and more are ready to go home with you to pop in the oven from the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, and Selma Murray debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The Grocery Cart is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. The case is always full of delicious food you can have right away, or talk to the staff about your upcoming event and they'll make food for you. There's a wide selection of salads, and don't forget Chester's chicken buckets and strips. If the occasion calls for a cake, you can have it decorated how you'd like. Call the GK Deli at 872-2206 or stop by inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Come back to Centura High School, getting ready for Broken Bow against Centennial. This is actually the second match of the night. The Triangular opened with Centennial taking on Centura, and Centennial got the win in straight sets, 25-20, 25-16. So we get ready now for Centennial against Broken Bow, and then the nightcap will be Centura against Broken Bow. As we welcome into the broadcast area Larry Cotner, who's made the journey with us tonight to Centura, getting ready to call a little volleyball action. Larry, we should have a good couple of matches coming up.
Yeah, I think we've got some very good matches coming up. Entering this triangular, Centennial come in with a 12-5 record, up that now to 13-5. Centura now at 500 at 8-8, and Broken Bow 8-5. So not very often do you get three winning teams into a triangular at this time of the season, but we've got that here tonight. And looking, watching that first match, I think it's going to be very interesting on how Broken Bow plays against these two teams, Centennial first and then Centura later on.
Well, you look at Broken Bow coming in, as Larry mentioned, they're 8-5. They're coming off that Seward invite where you play high-quality competition. Now, Broken Bow went 1-3 there. Their win came against Omaha Mercy in straight sets, but their three losses were to three quality teams, and they all went 3 sets. They lost to Seward in 3 sets, they lost to Wahoo in 3 sets, and they lost to Oakland Craig in 3 sets. Tonight, Larry, again, you're taking on two quality teams in both Centennial and Centura. If Broken Bow could get over the hump against a quality team like they'll face here tonight, it would be a big win in either of these matches. And if you could win 2, man, that would really be big for Broken Bow.
Yeah, as you mentioned, last week was kind of like close but no cigar, other than the fact that they beat Omaha Mercy, but they played competitive against 3 teams that are state rated in their various classes. And then neither of these are 2 teams are state rated. They're both C2, but they're high quality C2 teams. And they've known how, Centura was down at state last year. They've been there before. Centennial, I'll be honest with you, Brent, you and I have covered Broken Bow for a long, long time, and I don't know if I've ever recalled Broken Bow playing Centennial in anything.
I know I've never called them against each other before tonight.
That's me too. And for the folks that don't know where Centennial is, it's located in Utica, Nebraska, and it's a number of little small communities that have gotten together, and that really kind of makes them and Centura very similar.
So it should be a good night of volleyball. We got Broken Bow and Centennial first. That'll be followed by Broken Bow and Centura. And if I can get through the night with not saying Centennial when Centura's on the court and not saying Centura when Centennial's on the court, I'll be doing really good tonight. But we will start off with Broken Bow and Centennial, and that'll be our first match that we have for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM. Again, we have the live video stream going for you as well, so you can view the action by going to sandhillsexpress.com. Just click on the live stream, and that'll take you to the links that you can access to watch the video stream tonight. You can also go directly to the Sandhills Express Facebook page and Sandhills Express YouTube channel. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll set up the starting lineups and we'll get you ready for the opening serve. Centennial and Broken Bow High School Volleyball coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
You can have convenient mobile banking services from Custer Federal State Bank right in your pocket all throughout the summer. Have you heard about Kasasa? The concept is simple. Monthly rewards, no monthly fees. Get cash back for using your debit card, earn a high rate of return on your balance, and more. Qualifications may apply. Their courteous and experienced staff always welcome you to come through their doors. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
Been scouting for that trophy buck? AeroSeed has game cameras to do the job for you. Moultrie's white flash trail cameras are the perfect scouting tool for hunters and wildlife watchers. There's one for every need and budget. With 30 years of experience, Moultrie is known for its products that are reliable, durable, top-performing, and affordable. Also available at AeroSeed are supplements and gravity feeders to promote health and antler growth. Stop into AeroSeed in Broken Bow to learn more about game cameras and supplements to enhance your wildlife experiences.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
You want to regulate the temperature in your home according to what you're comfortable with, not based on what it's doing outside. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow looks forward to showing you the insulation solutions they offer to keep those outdoor temperatures out of your home. The Broken Bow location is still under construction, and you are certainly still welcome in through the east or north doors, helping to make you feel at home from design to finish. Mead Lumber, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And we welcome you back to Centura High School as we get ready for our match between Broken Bow and Centennial. Centennial with a victory already tonight. They defeated Centura in the opening match of this triangular, winning in straight sets 25-20, 25-16, and that moves Centennial to 13-5 on the season. Meanwhile, for Broken Bow, they come in at 8-5. And as we take a look at your starters, they are brought to you tonight by Fort County Heating and Air. Owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. No matter what the temperature is outside, they'll make sure the temperature inside is just right. Call Fort County Heating and Air in Broken Bow at 872-2258. All right, we'll look at the starters first for Centennial. Cora Payne is a senior. She's the blocks leader on the team coming into the triangular, had 35 total blocks coming into tonight. Ella Wambold is a junior. She is the setter. 412 assists on the season for her coming into the triangular tonight. The libero is Kate Luby, a senior. Carly Neighbor is the top attacker for Centennial with 146 kills already on the year coming into tonight. She is a senior. Avery Stewart, a junior, Tylee Opfer, a freshman, and Cheyenne Tonjes, a sophomore, round out the starters for Centennial. Meanwhile, for Broken Bow, The players that we'll be watching tonight, Clarissa Dowdy, a 5'8 junior. Emma Taylor is the libero, a 5'3 senior. Janae Martin, 5'5 junior. Addison Ellis, a 5'10 junior. Marin Chapin, 5'5 junior. Isabel Tibbs, 5'10 sophomore. In the rotation, coming in to serve, we'll see Lily Jonas, a 5'3 senior. Macy Haynes, 5' senior. And, of course, the attacks leader for Broken Bow coming into tonight, Hallie McCaslin, a 5'5 senior, leading the team in kills with 138 on the year. Some of the other numbers for Broken Bow coming into tonight, Addison Ellis, second on the team in kills with 83. Janae Martin with 52. The total blocks leaders, Olivia Neely has 17 total blocks, Clarissa Dowdy with 11, and of course Marin Chapin is the setter, 293 assists on the season coming into tonight. So we're just about ready to go. Two teams out on the court as Broken Bow gets ready to take on Centennial. Brent Apperson, Larry Cotner behind the mic, Christy Wells behind the camera. We're live on the radio, we're live with the video stream, and we are ready to go. Lily Jonas will be at the service line and start things off for Bow as it is in play. Pass to the front. Wambold will set outside for Neighbor, and that's going to sail long and out. They were wanting a touch, I think, at the net, but they're going to call it out. No touch, 1-0 Broken Bow as the Lady Indians take the opening point of the first set.
I didn't think there was a touch there. That looked very high over the net.
Jonas sends one deep. Neighbor pass to the front. Now Neighbor sets it over on the third. Free ball chance for Bow early. Ellis on the near side, able to take it off the block, puts it to the floor, and Bow leads 2-0.
And that's the advantage of a 5'10" player with long arms. She was able to really get into that one.
Jonas has served 2 in a row to start Bow here in this opening set. Neighbor on the receive, and that's an ace. So Broken Bow off to a hot start, scoring the first 3 points of the match. See if Jonas tries to serve Neighbor again. This time they go to the back row, pass to Wambold, who bumps it up for Neighbor, roll shot over. Played nicely by Bow. Set up near side for Ellis again. The swing and a little bit wide as she tried to take it down the near sideline. Point Centennial. Broken Bow leads 3-1.
Yeah, trying to take it down the line, but also avoid the block. And when she did, pulled it a little bit to the left.
Now Ella Wambold, the junior, serving for Centennial in play. Hallie Quinn in the back row now for Bow. Makes the pass, set up for McCaslin. Good swing, but it's handled. No, make that Neely who took the swing. Now Chapin's going to set outside for Ellis, who takes it off the block and finds the floor.
And this is my first look at Broken Bow this year, and so far, very impressed with the way they attack the net.
Macy Haynes, 5' senior, will come in and go to the service line. Broken Bow leading 4-1. We are in the opening set. Haynes with the serve. Pass to Wambold at the net, sets it for Stewart, who's able to take it off the block and put it to the floor as Centennial cuts the Broken Bow lead in half.
The one thing that was noticeable in Centennial's win over Centura, they just kind of kept coming at you. They didn't make a lot of mistakes, and they, even when they were down, they came back and even won some points when it looked like they were going to be out of it.
Carly Neighbor serves it wide, so a service error for Centennial, and Broken Bow goes up 5-2 here in the first. Broken Bow's led the entire way so far as we play out the opening points of this first set. Marin Chapin now to the service line as Janae Martin is checking into the lineup, and she'll play on the front row with McCaslin and Neely. Serve handled by the libero, Loup. Set outside, tipped over with the left hand by Caitlin Bargan, who's in now for Centennial. The swing from Martin, played in the back row by Wambold. Now Tonjes on the near side, sends it across and finds the back line as Centennial comes to within 2 of Broken Bow in the opening set.
And you know, we talked about the fact that they're 13-5 coming in. A lot of their losses were to some pretty good teams as well, Brent.
Kate Loup, the libero for Centennial, at the service line, sends it across. Haynes on the receive, pass to Chapin, who sets it near side for McCaslin. Handled in the back row by Centennial. They'll bump it up over to Bargan. Bargan sends it over the net, but covered by Bow. Now McCaslin back the other way, but it sails long and out, and the point goes to Centennial.
Yeah, and that's just the same hit we saw earlier on the other side for Centennial, just a little too strong trying to get the corner.
So the Broncos with an opportunity to tie it up now here in set number 1. Loup ready with the serve. Sends it to the back row. Good pass to the front. Martin in the middle redirects it and finds the floor.
Good job on directing that one off to the left and away from the block.
Emma Taylor, the Broken Bow libero, to the service line. Into the match, Clarissa Dowdy, the 5'8 junior for Broken Bow. She'll play the front row now with Martin and McCaslin as Taylor gets ready to serve. Taylor puts it in play. Pass to Wambold, who will set the outside for Tonjes, but first a whistle. And a volleyball from the stands somehow made its way onto the court in the middle of the point. So good eye by the official to stop play, and we will replay the point. Taylor ready again. Serve on its way, in play. Pass to Wambold, who will set the middle. Tipped over, played nicely on the front row by Dowdy. Now McCaslin with a swing. Lobs it over the block, covered by Centennial. On the outside, Bargan, blocked back, kept alive by the libero Loup. Now it's Neighbor hitting out of the back row. Great dig by Haynes. It's into the net, kept alive for the moment, but Bow will not be able to return.
Good hustle on both sides of the net. Centennial, though, will come away with the point.
Molly Prohaska, the senior, will come in to serve for Centennial as the Broncos will try to tie it up here in the opening set. Serve handled by McCaslin. Good pass. They'll set up near side for Martin, who powers it through the block, but saved by Centennial and returned. Now Martin again redirects. Covered nicely by Prohaska. Middle attack coming off the block of Martin. Dug and saved by McCaslin. Outside the swing from Dowdy, but it's going to go long and out. And the point goes to Centennial.
Yeah, if you're one of the folks that are watching on the stream here tonight, Prohaska, she is one that comes kind of with a punch serve, and it has a little bit of a dying duck look.
Tied up at 6 now. They'll set middle for Dowdy. Tips it. Covered nicely by Bargan. Now Bargan on the swing through the block, covered by Haynes in the back row. Set up near side for McCaslin, a big swing. Loup got a hand on it, went up in the rafters, came down hard. Centennial will not be able to return. It'll be a kill for Hallie McCaslin.
It went up into the rafters pretty hard because Hallie McCaslin hit it awful hard, and that was just a reaction.
Now McCaslin to the service line. Broken Bow 7, Centennial 6 in the opening set. Serve on the way, and it caught the back line. Centennial stepped away from it. They thought it was going to sail long, but it landed on the line. Broken Bow 8, Centennial 6, opening set. Triangular, so it's best 2 out of 3 sets tonight. Played to 25, win by 2. Bumped up in the air over toward Bargan, who gets a swing, blocked back, covered nicely in the front row by Centennial. Now Neighbor hitting out of the back row, played by McCaslin, pass to Chapin, who sets up Dowdy. That's handled in the back row. Tip tried by Wambold, saved by Ellis in return. Centennial with it on their side. Bargan on the outside again, into the net, and Bow gets the point.
And even if that had the elevation, Broken Bow's defense was right there to block it.
9-6 Lady Indians here in the first. McCaslin to serve, and that one will sail long and out. Point Centennial. Coming in for the Broncos, Tyler Opfer, a freshman, and she will go to the service line. Centennial with the serve, but down by 2. Good pass again. Chapin sets it up for Ellis, who's back in. Big swing and another kill for Addison Ellis.
They get that set up there perfectly for her up top. That's very hard to defend.
Broken Bow playing well here in the opening points of this first set. Hallie Quinn, the 5'4 sophomore, into serve. Sends it to the back row. Wambold will bump it up over toward Napier, tips it over the block, and finds the floor.
This Broken Bow got here a little early. They watched the first match between Centennial and Centura, and really Centennial played very well in that match, and it might have caught the attention of the Lady Indians.
Cora Payne serving now for Centennial. Good pass again. Chapin will set it up for Ellis. Rolls it over the block, covered by Neighbor. Wambold tips it over, sent back by Dowdy. Wambold again, middle this time for Stur. Whistle, and they got Broken Bow in the net. Point Centennial, and now the Broncos will have a chance to tie again. Centennial's had it tied once. They've never led yet in this set. Cora Payne, the senior, ready to serve from the middle of the stripe. Chapin keeps it alive at the net, hitting out of the back row McCaslin, but it goes into the net, and now we're tied at 10.
And that's really not Broken Bow's game there. That was just kind of out of offense that time.
Payne ready, puts it in play. Good pass this time. Chapin sets it up for Dowdy, a big swing, but it goes into the net. And the point to Centennial as they take their first lead of the match at 11-10 here in the first set. Payne gives it a spin, a slap, and then sends it across. Chapin will set it up for Ellis. The swing, block, back, wow, right into the arms of Avery Stur. And Centennial now leads 12-10.
The Lady Broncos do not have their heights listed in the roster, but they match up pretty well height-wise against the Lady Indians.
Payne the serve. Quinn on the receive. Chapin will set it behind her for Dowdy. Big swing, returned on one hit, but out. Boy, Clarissa Dowdy had some power behind that as Broken Bow collects the point.
Did a good job of working that off the right side and sending it to the back center.
Centennial 12, Broken Bow 11. Broken Bow through the rotation one time as Jonas comes back in to serve. Wambold sets the outside for Neighbor. And Carly Neighbor, the leading attacker for Centennial coming into the triangular tonight, able to slam it down for the kill. Centennial 13, Broken Bow 11 as we play in set number one. Wambold with the serve. Chapin at the net, sets it up for Neely, who's into the match, block back. Tonjes was there for the rejection, and Centennial goes up by 3.
And right there, they just brought Tonjes in for Prohaska, and that made them taller up front, and it came up right away.
Timeout on the court. We're in the first set. Centennial 14, Broken Bow 11.
To run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial, located in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Brent Apperson, Larry Cotner with you behind the mic. Christy Wells is behind the camera, helping us with our video stream tonight. We're in the opening set of our match between Broken Bow and Centennial. Centennial leading 14-11.
And it's a big point right here out of this timeout for Broken Bow, see if they can break the momentum.
Wambold with the serve. Pass to Chapin, who sets it up for Ellis on the outside. Dug out by Wambold, and then Centennial just kind of had some miscommunication on the front row. It was a great dig by Wambold on a big swing from Ellis, but once it got to the front, Centennial just couldn't handle it, and Broken Bow gets the point.
They'll bring in Macy Haynes to see if she can serve up a run here.
Well, she certainly has the capability. She is a good server, puts this one in play. Wambold at the net, tips it over with the left hand, covered by Taylor. Set up for McCaslin, the swing, and the kill.
She did a great job of splitting the defense that time on the angle shot.
So Broken Bow responding well, coming out of the timeout, scoring 2 in a row. And now they'll have a chance to tie Meanwhile, the volleyball went way down the hall somewhere. And there they found it.
Which, at the Centura High School, that could go around and around and around. Sometimes you got to leave little breadcrumbs around here.
Broken Bow trying to tie it. Served by Haynes. Scrambling Centennial out of system, and they will get it back on the third. Chance for Bow here. Chapin will set it up behind her for Neely. Tips it over the block and finds the floor.
Did an excellent job. Neighbor and Stewart were right there to defend the net and try to block it, but the little dink was what the doctor ordered up right there.
14 all in the first. Haynes to serve it as we break the 14-14 tie. Wambold will set it middle for Stewart, and that's a kill.
Good set offense that time by Centennial. They got the serve pass, and got it quickly to the front row for the attack.
Caitlin Bargan checks back in for Centennial. She'll play on the front row as going back to serve is Carly Neighbor. Centennial 15, Broken Bow 14 as we play here in the first. Centennial coach visiting with the floor official. Not exactly sure what the conversation is about.
She was showing her right arm, or right kind of like the elbow area, and I'm not sure what that's all about.
Well, they're sending one of the players back to the locker room area for Centennial.
She might have got some blood on her right sleeve.
So now the floor official is going to go over and talk to the head official. And while they visit, we can tell you that fall season is here. Shop at the Garden Center in Broken Bow. They have gorgeous fall mums in a variety of colors for your fall planting, trees, shrubs, fall landscaping projects. New perennials are in, ready to go home with you. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5:30. Open Saturday, 10 to 2. Just turn one block south by the Tumbleweed Cafe. The Garden Center in Broken Bow, proud to support our student athletes.
Okay, so that was Tyler Opfer that had the blood on her jersey. She went back and she changed into number 15. So she'll have a different number.
Okay. So now they will get all of that, I guess, changed and taken care of.
And she is currently not out on the court. She is over on the bench.
Well, again, this is the second match of the triangular. Things started earlier tonight with Centennial winning over Centura 25-20, 25-16. Broken Bow now playing Centennial in what is the second match of the night. Been a good match so far, good opening set. Kind of been back and forth. Broken Bow led early. Centennial came back, took the lead. Broken Bow tied it at 14. Now it's 15-14 with Centennial leading here in the opening set. Later on tonight, Broken Bow will play the host team, Centura, and that will be the finale here tonight. Well, they're continuing to talk things over with the floor official. So what we're going to do is we're going to step away and take a break. And when we're ready to go with more volleyball action, we'll come back and bring it to you. You're listening to high school volleyball coverage on KBBN Radio.
Green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A to Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squire's Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squire's Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Well, we come back to Centura High School. Still a delay in the action here, as the issue has to do with Tyler Opfer of Centennial. She came in wearing number 10, but apparently got some blood, I believe, on her jersey. So now the question is, can she change her number? And I think that the officials are even going to the rule book, I think, maybe, and trying to look at that. That's my understanding anyway, Larry, as to what's causing the delay. It has to do with the number change that Tyler Opfer, who started with number 10, now wearing number 15, and I think they're trying to figure out if they can maybe even do that.
Well, I think they are trying to figure that out, but also pretty good sportsmanship from Centura coach Sean Cohen Fairbanks. He went and got a Tide pin, and Coach Anstein, she is over here trying to get that out on the old one just in case they can't change that. So they didn't have one themselves, but the Centura coach brought them over a Tide pin from right there that they have here in the school.
I've got to be honest, I've called a lot of volleyball matches over the years. I don't think I've ever seen this. I don't.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is my first mention of a Tide pin during a broadcast.
So that seems to be the issue as to why we have the delay. Tyler Opfer, I don't know if maybe she had a scratch or got cut a little bit. Anyway, there appears to be blood on the jersey that she started the match with. So she went to the locker room, came back out in number 15 when she started with number 10. So the head coach of Centennial went to the official to tell her what the situation was. And then that, I think, caused the officials to basically go to the rule book and see if that could even be done, making a change of number in the middle of a match.
And they're going to talk to Skylar about it, who's really been just laid back about this whole thing. And she's just nodding her head. It's kind of like, hey, whatever you're going to call, that's understandable.
Yeah.
You hate to see a player not be able to play because of just a trickle. Evidently, it looks like not very much. She had to bring it to the attention, I think, of the coach.
Well, now the question is, does this delay hurt or benefit either of the other teams? And I guess I would say if there was a team that was up by 5 or 6, Larry, and had momentum, I would say that maybe this would be a drawback for them. But it's 15-14. I think both teams are kind of in the same position here, don't you?
Yeah, Centennial was up 14-11. Broken Bow had run off 3 in a row. Centennial scores the point here. They're ready to try to serve again. And, if they don't get the point here, then maybe you say Broken Bow actually got an advantage on it. But really, neither team had a big momentum going.
All right, so I think we're going to get back to volleyball. Carly Neighbor is going to be at the service line for Centennial. So back to action we go. Serve is in play. Pass up in toward the net. Nice tip by Chapin, but a good cover by Wambold. Bumps it over to the far side for Bargan. Sends it across. Free ball for Bow. Chapin will set it up behind her for Neely on the slide. Dug out. Kept alive by Neighbor. Returned by Luby on the third. Chapin will set it up. This time for McCaslin. Off the block and good.
Centennial had to hustle, and they did a very good job of doing it, but they were out of sorts, and Broken Bow took advantage of it.
Marin Chapin to the service line. Janae Martin into the match for Bow to play on the front row. Chapin will serve it. We break the 15-all tie. Pass up into the net. Kept alive by Wambold. Luby is there. Sends it across. Bow was wanting 4 hits. Didn't get the call. Now Martin with a swing. Dug out. Kept alive by Neighbor in the back row. Tonjes gets it over, but it's on the outer part of the antenna. It's called out, and Broken Bow leads 16-15.
Yeah, I think they thought that maybe Olivia Neely had touched it, but she never did on the line. And I think that should have been 4 hits, but it still ended up Broken Bow's point.
Serve by Marin Chapin is an ace. Centennial's back row stepped away from it, thought it was going to sail long. It did not, and Broken Bow goes up 17-15. Chapin ready. Sends it across, and that's an ace. Back-to-back aces, Marin Chapin. And now Centennial calls timeout. 4 in a row scored by the Indians. We're in the opening set. Broken Bow 18, Centennial 15.
Fall is approaching and cooler nights are upon us. You need to check out Geared for Sports in Broken Bow for new fall arrivals. Husker gear is hitting the racks in men's and women's sizes, perfect for cheering on your favorite team. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
And we come back to Centura High School. Out of the timeout, Broken Bow still with the serve. Loup, the libero, on the receive. They'll bump it over to Bargan. Gets a swing, but puts it into the net. And Broken Bow leads 19-15.
Bargan trying to angle away from the block and just left it short.
Chapin ready. Puts it in play again. Again, they serve Loup. Pass to Wambold, who sets it up outside for Stewart. Handling it is Chapin. They'll bump it up toward McCaslin. Big swing, but it's into the net as 4 hits is the call. Kate Loup, the senior, back to the service line for Centennial. Broken Bow 19, Centennial 16 here in the first. Loup sends it on its way. Pass to Chapin, who sets it up for Martin. Lobs it over the block, and it finds the floor.
Good vision by Janae Martin. She did that. She kind of changed that up in mid-air. Instead of going for the big swing, just kind of rolling it over the defense.
Emma Taylor to the service line for Bow. Taylor sends it across. Pass to Wambold, who sets it middle for Payne, and that's going to get down for the kill. Into the match for Centennial, Molly Prohaska, the senior, goes to the service line. Broken Bow leading 20-17. Serve on the way. Pass to Chapin, who sets it up for McCaslin. The big swing and the big hammer as Bow goes up by 4.
We've seen Broken Bow go to the slide a few times here, and they've been successful on time. And when they are successful, they are hammered at home.
Addison Ellis in to play the front row. McCaslin at the service line, sends it across, and that's an ace. Again, some miscommunication in the back row by Centennial. They stepped away from it. An ace for Bow, and they are 3 away from taking set number 1. Serve on the way. Pass to Wambold. Quick set over, and she finds the middle of the donut as Centennial comes to within 4.
That's a very difficult play to make because you're doing that over your head, so you're spying that opening pretty much with the eyes in the back of your head.
Serve on the way from Opfer, who is wearing 15 now. Here's Ellis with a swing. Opfer there to cover in the back row. Now the tip by Payne, dug out, kept alive. Dowdy trying to keep it in play, but it goes out of bounds, and the point goes to Centennial.
And by the way, now we know the answer to that rule. She can play.
Opfer ready. The freshman sends it across. Pass to Chapin, who sets Martin in the middle. Tips it over the block. Diving save by Loup. Now the return from Neighbor, and that'll find the floor. And here comes Centennial. They are to within 2. Opfer ready. Puts it in play again. Pass to Chapin, who sets it up. Outside for Dowdy. Blocked back, but out.
That was just good on everybody's part. Good, strong hit, but the defense was right there to block it, but it went out, not by much, though.
Hallie Quinn back into the match. She'll serve with Broken Bow 2 away from taking a 1-0 lead. Oh, pancake dig by Opfer, returned on the third by Bow. Chapin will set it up for Ellis. Dug out by Loup, the libero. Then it goes into the net. Broken Bow gets the point, and now they will serve for set number 1.
Good answer by Broken Bow after a 3-0 run by the Lady Broncos. Opportunity to put it away right here.
Hallie Quinn at the service line. Gets the okay from the official. Here we go, set point. Overpass, Broken Bow trying to take advantage. Saved at the net by Neighbor. Now Neighbor rolls it over. Dug out by Taylor, but first a whistle, and we got Broken Bow in the net. So Centennial able to fight off the first set point against them. Set point again for Broken Bow, leading 24-21. Payne with the serve, just did get it over. Bumped up in the air by Chapin, hitting out of the back row. McCaslin chasing Centennial at the net. Joust coming, and it's kept alive by Taylor. Joust again into the net. Centennial not able to return, and Bow wins set number 1.
Wow, I thought Stewart had pretty much taken care of that. Stewart and Broken Bow's defense, though, got the good dig, and they were able to get the free ball point.
Good opening set. Broken Bow able to win it 25-21. Set number 2 coming up after this.
TV would like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Agland ATV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
At Melham Medical Center, more than 100 professional and support staff from Custer County and beyond work to ensure caring and compassionate medical attention. Doctors and providers in Broken Bow provide everyday care, while the specialty clinic brings area resident to the area's most experienced physicians. You can view the specialty clinic schedule on our website, melham.org. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
Have you noticed that basketball seeming to arrive a little quicker than it used to be?
Maybe your quarterback seems a little bit less accurate than normal.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jency Ross.
And I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
Those things could be happening. Or if you're also missing your food with your fork, it might be time to talk to us.
At Prairie Eye Care in Broken Bow, we want everyone seeing 2020 on and off the playing field.
Call and schedule an appointment today, and we might just help out that throw, catch, set, spike, or swing of yours.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Broken Bow Athletics.
And we come back to Centura High School. Well, of Broken Bow's 8 wins coming into tonight, only one of them have come against a team that has a record above 500. Well, they are up 1-0 on Centennial, who comes in at 13-5. Here is the serve by Wembold of Centennial as we are underway with set 2. Neely with the tip and the kill.
Put that in a nice place right along the line. The line judge was eyeballing it all the way.
Broken Bow takes the opening point of set number 2. Macy Haynes to the service line. Haynes sends it on its way. Wambold will set it for Stewart, and that was out. The buzzer sounded here in the gym. I don't know if it was inadvertent or if there was a reason for it. And now the question will be is, will they allow the point to stand or will we replay it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about. Maybe, possibly Broken Bow served out of rotation.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And if that's the case, not only will the point not count, the point will go over to Centura, or Centennial.
See, you were the first one to do it, weren't you?
Yeah. I was hoping you kind of forgot I did that.
I knew that was going to be a challenge for me tonight. Well, we've had all kinds of things happen in this opening match, all kinds of discussions. And
well, I think to this point in just the first set and to this point in the second has taken about as long as the first match did altogether.
Yeah. So Haynes is going to come out. Ellis is going to come in. Now the question is going to be about the point and what the score will be.
There it is,
okay.
1-1.
All right, so the point goes to Centennial. 1-1 is the score. Opfer will come out. Coming in to replace her for Centennial, Caitlin Bargan. And at the service line is going to be Carly Neighbor. And we are ready. Serve on the way. Chasing after it, McCaslin. And Quinn somehow gets it back on the third. Wambold tipping it over. Covered by Ellis. Now the setup for Addie on the near side. Tools the block and scores the point.
And by the way, going back to that out of rotation, I think they were out of rotation on the first point too. But it wasn't caught until after the second serve, so you can't go back on that.
So now Ellis comes out and Haynes is in. Now Macy will serve. And that one is good. It caught the back line. That's about the third or fourth time tonight that we've seen Centennial's back row step away from a serve because they thought it was going to be long, and it was not.
Well, they were all in agreement there too, and that was looking like it was going to be close, and then it took a nosedive.
Haynes sends it across, pass to Wambold, sets middle for Tonjes, and that'll be a kill. Cheyenne Tonjes, the sophomore, able to put it down for the point. Broken Bow leads early in the second set, 3-2. Broken Bow leading 1-0. Kate Luby, the libero, sends it across past to Chapin, who sets it up for McCaslin on the near side. Hallie McCaslin powers it through the block, and Bow goes up 4-2.
Boy, and you described that perfectly, powered it through. There was not a lot of room between the defense and the net, and she found a way to get it right through there.
Janae Martin now into the match. She'll play the front with McCaslin and Neely. Serve on the way from Chapin. Wambold at the net sets it up for Payne. Reaching out to save it, Haynes. Broken Bow will scramble and send it back on the third. Wambold sets it near side for Tonjes, and that is through the block. Oh no, that is sent back by Bow. Blocked back, point, Lady, no. Okay, it went to Centennial, right?
Yeah,
okay.
She did get that. Tonjes was able to get that one through.
Okay, I was looking at the lead official. I thought she pointed to Centennial's side of the floor. So it is point Centennial. And now they get another as Martin hits it into the net. And it's 4-4 here in the second. Serve on the way from Prohaska, who's into the match. Set up for McCaslin, going cross court, dug out by the libero Luby. On the outside, it's Bargan with the attack, and that will be a kill. So Centennial on a little bit of a run. They take the lead here in set number 2, 5-4.
Well, we talked about how they don't really give up a little bit, and evidently the ball must have hit something out in the outside there because Macy Haynes wanted a new ball.
Prohaska sends it across, pass to Chapin, who sets the outside for Neely. Tips it over the block, there to cover the libero Luby. Quick set over by Wambold, covered by Taylor. Now McCaslin with a swing, blocked back, kept alive in the front by Neely. Broken Bow will scramble and send it back on the third. Free ball chance for Centennial. Payne with the tip, and that will find the floor.
Payne doing a good job of going to the opposite hand to get that one over.
Broken Bow leading 1-0, but Centennial leading in the second 6-4. Prohaska ready, and that is out. Service error, point goes to Bow. Clarissa Dowdy in to play the front with Martin and McCaslin. To the service line is the libero Emma Taylor. Taylor puts it in play. Centennial's got a scramble, getting a swing on it. Bargan covered by Chapin. They bump it up for McCaslin, who gets a swing. Pass toward the net. Wambold will set it in the middle for Payne. Blocked back, kept alive in the back row by Neighbor and sent back by Centennial on the third. Chapin sets it for McCaslin. The tip handled by Bargan. Now Bargan off the return set. Dug out, kept alive, tipped over by Bow. Point continues on the slide. It's Payne. And Cora Payne ends the point with the kill.
Long volley there, but really the big play on that was the second hit of the whole thing when Wambold was able to run out of bounds, not only save it, but save it with a nice bump set to her teammate.
Tyler Opfer into the match now, serving. Chapin will set it up for McCaslin. The swing, dug out by Opfer in the back row. Bumped up over toward Neighbor, who gets a swing. Handled by Taylor, who passes to Chapin. Now McCaslin again with the big hammer, and Bow is to within one.
One thing nice when you're angling from either the left or the right side, you've just given yourself so much more court to work with because it's just you're going from one angle to the other.
Broken Bow leading 1-0, trailing by a point here in the second set. Serve on the way. Pass up in toward the net. Wambold trying to save it, but she can't. Centennial not able to return, and we are tied at 7. McCaslin ready. Hallie puts it in play. Pass to Wambold, sets it middle for Payne, who gets on top of it and drives it to the floor.
And she had a golden opportunity. Wambold knew where to put that too. That was a quick set.
Centennial 8, Broken Bow 7. Second set, Broken Bow leading 1-0. Now Cora Payne at the service line. Chapin will set it up for Ellis. Going cross court and delivers again. Boy, Ellis has had some really good swings here in this match. I don't know what her hitting percentage is, Larry, but I would think it's pretty high.
And as we mentioned, she's 5'10", but her arms and legs are so long, and she's got a lot of room to work with.
Quinn the serve. Neighbor the swing, and it's blocked back. Clarissa Dowdy, Marin Chapin at the net for Bow. And the Broken Bow Lady Indians lead 9-8 here in set number 2.
Not only did they team up there, they teamed up on an angle shot and made it work.
Quinn again. Pass to Wambold, who sets it for Stewart. Dug out by McCaslin. Ellis back the other way, and there's a touch. They called a touch. A touch in the back, and Broken Bow gets the point.
Actually, I think the touch was right up here on the front right immediately after she had hit it.
Well, again, the volleyball finds its way down one of the long hallways here in Centura.
Well, the hallways are angled, so it can actually bounce off of them and then just go.
Broken Bow with the serve. Quinn sends it on its way. Good pass. Wambold sets middle for Stewart again. Dug out, kept alive by Taylor. Rolling it over the block is Ellis. Wambold sets it outside for Neighbor. Tip try. Kept alive for the moment, but it'll find the floor, and Centennial is to within a point.
And just like the first set, this one going back and forth.
Ella Wambold, the junior, at the service line. Left-hander sends it across. Played right on the back line by McCaslin. Broken Bow out of system, sends it back on the third. Wambold sets it outside for Neighbor. Tips it over the block, covered nicely by Quinn. Now it's Ellis with a swing. Look out! Addison Ellis with another kill.
Boy, and she is just putting a lot of smoke on those right now.
Olivia Neely back into the match to play the front. Lily Jonas is in to serve. Broken Bow leading 11-9 in the second. Wambold will set it in the middle for Stewart, and that's good.
And every time you think Broken Bow's going to make a run, then Centennial bounces back, and same with the Lady Broncos make a run. Broken Bow comes back. I don't know if we've seen a lead bigger than 6 points in this entire match.
Neighbor with the serve, returned on one hit on the overpass. Bargan trying to put it down. Dug out by Bowen, returned on the third. Wambold, tip try, sent back by Ellis at the net. Wambold sets it for Neighbor out of the back row. Saved by McCaslin, tipped over by Chapin. There to cover Luby for Centennial. Tonjes a swing through the block and good.
And another very good volley between the two teams.
So we're tied at 11. Boy, this has been an entertaining match. Neighbor, the serve. Chapin sets it for Neely. Dug out by Neighbor. Kept alive. Bargan with the return. Back the other way. Ellis through the block. Kept alive at the net. Returned by Bargan on the third. Now Bo's got a chase, and they will not be able to return.
A little bit of a communication error on the back line, and that's going to cost them a point here.
Man, what a dig by Neighbor in the middle of that point off the swing from Neely. Wow. Centennial leading by 1 now. Chapin will set it up for Ellis. The swing and the kill.
And again, Broken Bow using the angles. We've seen Ellis go left to right. This time she goes right to left.
Ellis out in the rotation. Macy Haynes back in to serve as we break the 12-all tie. Serve on the way. Wambold will set it over toward Bargan, who gets a swing. Dug out by Taylor, sent back by Chapin. Centennial at the net, a whistle, and it's Centennial in the net.
Wambold trying to get that set. Her right foot came across the line underneath.
Macy Haynes ready to serve it again. Serve on its way. Neighbor on the back row plays it. Set up near side for Stewart. Handled by Bo, sent back by McCaslin. Wambold will bump it up for Bargan, who gets a swing. Blocked back by Neely. Kept alive by Centennial. Sent back and down to the floor. $13-all, set 2. Broken Bow won the first, 25-21. Luby with the serve. Pass to Chapin, who sets it up for McCaslin. Dug out by Luby. Wambold will bump it up over toward Bargan, who gets a swing, block back, and down and good. Neely and Chapin at the net with the rejection for Broken Bow.
And that's always important. You got to have a setter that can get up there with one of your hitters on the defensive end for blocks, and Chapin teaming up with two different ones here in the last few points.
Chapin the serve. They bump it up over toward Bargan. Big swing, and that'll get to the floor.
Well, both these teams have got some firepower.
So now we're tied at 14. Back into the match, Molly Prohaska, the senior for Centennial. Serve on the way. Pass to Chapin, who sets it up for Martin in the middle, and it's out. Janae got a good swing, but hit it just a little bit long as Centennial collects the point and leads 15-14. Broken Bow's got to be thankful that they're on the side of the court that they are, because every time a ball goes into the hallway and down the hallway a bit, Centennial is the team that has to chase after it and retrieve it. Prohaska with the serve into the net.
And that might have just taken her a little bit out of her there, where she couldn't get enough strength to put that one across.
Hey, Larry, we're tied.
Imagine that.
Taylor to serve. Luby on the receive. Wambold will bump it over toward Bargan. Gets the swing and the kill.
Bargan didn't start, but she comes off the bench, just a junior, and she also with a lot of power.
So now Tyler Opfer, freshman, back into the match. She'll serve with Centennial down a set, but leading by 1 in the second. Chapin sets it up for McCaslin on the slide. Off the block, covered by Luby, the libero. Wambold sets it outside for Neighbor. Dug out by Taylor. Chapin will bump it up at the net. Chow's coming, and it goes down on Bo's side of the floor.
Big serve receive right here for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, Bo needs a side out right here. Down 17-15 in the second. Opfer ready. Sends it across. Chapin will bump it up. Martin going to get a swing at it, but she went underneath the net. Net violation, Broken Bow, and a timeout, Broken Bow. We are in the second set. Broken Bow leads 1-0, but they trail in the second, 18-15.
Give you nightmares? It doesn't have to. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. And as an independent agent, I work with the major insurance companies that you're getting mail and phone advertising from. If you're feeling overwhelmed with the options, give me a call to set up an appointment. We will go through the Medicare process step by step, from signing up to enrolling in the necessary supplement and Part D drug plans. You don't have to do this alone. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here to help. Call me at 836-2201 or stop in at the office in Callaway.
And we come back to Centura High School. Brent Apperson, Larry Kottner behind the mic, Christy Wells behind the camera. We're live on the radio and live with our video stream on sandhillsexpress.com. After the timeout, Opfer at the line, sends it across. Broken Bow scrambles out of system. They set it back on the third. Wambold will set it for Payne. Blocked back by Janae Martin. Oh, what an ace block by number 8.
And again, you take those timeouts a lot of times just to try to change the momentum, and you get a good defensive play from Martin, and that helps.
McCaslin to the service line. Bow with the serve, down by 2 in this set. Overpass, Martin goes up, makes sure it stays on Centennial's side of the floor. And Broken Bow with a good response out of the timeout. They scored 2 in a row, and they now have a chance to tie it up.
Intimidation.
McCaslin puts it in play. Wambold sets it outside for Neighbor. Look out. Carly Neighbor, the senior, with the kill.
That's a pretty good answer for the Lady Broncos.
To the service line, Cora Payne. Serve on the way. Pass to Chapin. Sets it up for Ellis. The swing dug out by Opfer. Neighbor will send it back. Bow's got to scramble a little bit now. They'll bump it up over toward Ellis. Sends it over the top of the block. Now it's Centennial that's got to scramble. Neighbor will not get it returned. Point Broken Bow. And the Lady Indians are to within 1. Hallie Quinn back into the match for Bow. She'll go to the service line, trying to tie things up here in set number 2. Serve on the way. Wambold sends it outside for Neighbor. Over the block, dug by Taylor. Punched up in the air by Quinn, returned by Taylor on the third. Free ball chance for Centennial. Neighbor on the outside. The tip covered by Quinn. Bumps up from Chapin to Ellis. The tip kept alive, but into the net, and Bow wins the point.
And right here is where Broken Bow was able to pull away enough in the first set to get the win. We'll see what they do here.
Pivotal point at 19 all. Hallie Quinn puts it in play, and that's an ace. Broken Bow 20, Centennial 19. Timeout, Centennial. With the timeout on the floor, we want to let you know that Thrivent Financial is proud to support the Broken Bow Indians as they work hard to achieve their goals. Thrivent representative Scott Harvey is excited to help you reach your financial goals. He will help you create a financial strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. Whether it's insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, give Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial a call today at 308-872-2511. Well, when we came on the air, we told you about Broken Bow dropping three-set matches over the weekend at the Seward Invite. An opportunity here, Larry, to close things out in the second set. Let's see if Broken Bow can get it done. Serve on the way, but into the net. Service error, and now we're tied at 20.
And now you got to play the serve-receive and try to turn the momentum back around again.
Ella Wambold, junior, serving, puts it in play. Good pass. Chapin will set it up for Ellis. The swing, but hits it wide this time. It's out. Point Centennial. And now the Broncos lead 21-20.
You know, we've talked about the angle shots. When you're going from the top left to the top right to the bottom left, you've got a lot to work with, but when you take some of that angle off, then it's very tight.
Chapin sets it up over toward Ellis, gets it over the net, through the block, and it finds the floor.
And sometimes just being a little lucky, she just caught the top of that net, and it bounced the right way for Broken Bow.
Lily Jonas into the match, as is Olivia Neely. Jonas to the service line, puts it in play. Neighbor on the receive. Wambold sets middle for Stewart. Able to handle it in the front. Chapin, now Ellis, the swing. Dug out by Opfer, kept alive by Neighbor and sent back on the second. Chapin will set it outside for Ellis again. The swing and the kick. Oh, they called it out. Oh, it was close. Tried to take it down the near sideline and just missed.
And again, just trying to go left of the block, and there wasn't that much room. Give a lot of credit to the freshman again with another dig from Offner.
At the service line, Carly Neighbor. Chapin will set it up for Neely this time. Through the block and good. And we're tied at 22.
And right now, we're just trading points back and forth, the two teams are.
Ellis will come out. Macy Haynes will go to the service line. Boy, pivotal point here at 22 all. Haynes to serve it, sends it on its way. Wambold will set it up for Stewart. Dug out by Haynes. Chapin sets up. McCaslin block back. Great dig by Quinn to keep the point alive. McCaslin again. The block goes out. Point Bow.
And that did not miss by much.
And a timeout, Centennial. We are in set number 2. Broken Bow 23, Centennial 22. Broken Bow leads 1-0.
Enjoy delicious home-style food and dine at the Tumbleweed Cafe from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. Or if you're on the go, swing through the drive-thru. In the morning, grab hot and fresh breakfast items. Need a dinner for the family at home, but don't have the time to make it yourself? Breakfast casseroles, Reuben casseroles, chicken pot pies, lasagna, enchiladas, fresh bread, and more are ready to go home with you to pop in the oven from the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow.
And we come back to Centura High School. Broken Bow leading in the second set here against Centennial, 23-22. Broken Bow leading 1-0. Let's see if the Lady Indians can finish this off. Served by Haynes. Wambold will set it outside for Bargan. The swing over the block, dug by Taylor, over the net. Centennial's got a scramble. Bargan going to get a swing at it, blocked back, kept alive by Stir, overpass. Neely trying to put it down, saved by Neighbor, returned by Wambold on the third. Bow will chase. Chapin's going to set it up for McCaslin, rolls it over the block, covered by Neighbor in the back row, and then the tip going to be put down by Centennial.
Stewart with another good job there, going over the block to find the donut hole.
So we're tied at 23. Somebody's going to serve for the set after this point. Chapin will bump it up in the air for McCaslin. Sends it over the block, covered by Wambold. Loup will bump it up over toward Bargan. The swing, blocked back, kept alive at the net by Payne. Now Neighbor hitting out of the back row. Played by Haynes, pass to Chapin, who sets it up for McCaslin. Blocked back, covered by Haynes, tipped over by Chapin. Wambold sets it middle for Payne. Handled by Taylor, bumped up in the air by Chapin, returned by McCaslin. Neighbor keeps it alive. Bumped up over toward Bargan, roll shot over, but it's out. She hit it on the outer part of the antenna. Point Bow, and the Lady Indians will serve for the match.
Another one of the long volleys we've seen in this match, and this time, though, Broken Bow gets the end result.
Martin into the match. Chapin at the service line. Match point Bow. Serve on the way, and it just got over the net and finds the floor. What a great win for Broken Bow. Centennial, a very quality C2 opponent, 13-5 coming in, and Broken Bow able to win it in straight sets. 25-21 in the first, 25-23 in the second. Back to wrap it up after this.
We do. We've got spirit. How about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, and Silver Murray debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the Grocery Cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we will help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The Deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the Grocery Cart, Broken Bow.
When you're on the go, don't forget that you can have convenient mobile banking services from Custer Federal State Bank right in your pocket all throughout the summer. Have you heard about Kasasa? The concept is simple. Monthly rewards, no monthly fees. Get cash back for using your debit card, earn a high rate of return on your balance, and more. Qualifications may apply. Their courteous and experienced staff always welcome you to come through their doors. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
If you're looking for alternatives for your corn or soybean acres, look no further. Wheat or forages from Arrowseed are great options with low input costs and provide great rotational benefits to the next crop. Cereal forages like winter triticale, rye, or winter barley can give you grazing acres for cattle as well as a cash crop. Wheat will provide a cash crop along with the opportunity to double crop or plant a soil builder cover crop for an alternative grazing program and improved soil health. To learn more, call Arrowseed today.
And we come back to Centura High School. What a big win for Broken Bow. They win it in straight sets over Centennial. They win the first 25-21. Second set was just back and forth the entire set, and Broken Bow able to win it 25-23. Larry Cotner with us here live at Centura. We got one more match to cover. Centura and Broken Bow will come up next, and we'll have it for you coming up here on KBBN Radio and on our live video stream. Well, again, Larry, we were talking about Broken Bow going 1-3 at the Seward Invite over the weekend, but they had 3 matches that all went 3 sets. So I've got to think that one of the messages coming into tonight is let's finish. And what a big finish for Broken Bow, able to win it over a quality Centennial team in straight sets.
I know at least one of those matches over the weekend, Broken Bow had the lead in the match. They won the first set and then lost the last 2. And that's one of those, as you say, you get that first set win, you want to finish things out. And if you lose the first one, well, you want to battle back, and Broken Bow did in the ones they lost that way. But then again, you want to finish it off once you've got that momentum going your direction. Tonight, they didn't have to worry about a third set, and that's kind of good. But Centura, despite the 8-8 record, that's a pretty good team out here. You got to refocus yourself now, and they're at home.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a good match coming up, Centura against Broken Bow. You know, Larry, I think back to this team a year ago, and, I mean, let's face it, pretty much everybody who was playing at the varsity level last year is playing this year. Coach Morris basically brought the whole team back here this year, and so the big question was, you know, what about the maturity? Would they be able to take a step forward? I think that their record shows that they have, and just watching them play tonight, Larry, there's no question that some of these younger girls have really stepped up and matured this year, and I thought you really saw it in that last match.
Well, and even Coach Morris went to some of those young players to start here tonight. You know, that we didn't expect maybe to see early on, like Lily Jonas and Olivia Neely. Well, Lily Jonas has been around for a while, but some of the players that we thought maybe we would see coming in on the rotation. And it looks like, so she changed it up a little bit. Be interesting to see if she's got a plan for a different rotation for this match. But that one seemed to work pretty good, and didn't really matter because everybody got in there, and it's good to be able to have that kind of depth.
And everybody contributed, too. I mean, you think about some of the swings from Addison Ellis, especially, that kind of set the tone. Of course, you know what you're going to get out of McCaslin. Janae Martin, I think about that ace block that she had. I think it was in the second set, which was at a big point in the match. So a great win for Broken Bow, and we'll see if they can follow it up as they take on a solid Centura team coming up next. Well, as we get you ready for our next match, we want to take just a moment and again say thanks to all of the sponsors who are bringing you our high school volleyball coverage tonight. They include on the radio Prairie Eye Care, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, the Tumbleweed Cafe, also Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Arrow Seed, Rod's Body and Paint, Team Physical Therapy, Trotter Service, Meat Lumber, Shelter Insurance, A to Z Lawn Pro, Squire Septic Service, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Sargent Irrigation, and Melham Medical Center. Again, we're live with our video stream tonight as well, so you can view the action accompanied by our radio call. And we want to say thanks to our video stream sponsors. They include tonight Palmer Monument, Agribest Feeds of Callaway, Insurance of the Heartland, Colligan, Nebraska State Bank, Power Solutions, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, BD, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Meat Lumber, Moline Seed and Fence, and Lines Appliance. Getting ready for Broken Bow and Centura. It's coming up next on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
You want to regulate the temperature in your home according to what you're comfortable with, not based on what it's doing outside. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow looks forward to showing you the insulation solutions they offer to keep those outdoor temperatures out of your home. The Broken Bow location is still under construction, and you are certainly still welcome in through the east or north doors, helping to make you feel at home from design to finish. Mead Lumber, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow. Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squire Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units too. Squire Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Fall is approaching and cooler nights are upon us. You need to check out Geared for Sports in Broken Bow for new fall arrivals. Husker gear is hitting the racks in men's and women's sizes. perfect for cheering on your favorite team. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
Friendly rivals, hometown pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
Now we come back to Centura High School, getting ready for our final match of the night as Broken Bow gets ready to take on Centura. Final match of the night. The evening began with Centennial taking on Centura. Centennial won it 25-20 in the first, 25-16 in the second. And then in the match that we just had for you, really good match. Broken Bow able to win it over Centennial, won 25-21 in the first, and then 25-23 in the second. But as we're joined again by Larry Cotner, Larry, wins are great, but you kind of have to have a short memory sometimes with them, just like you do losses, because there's another match in front of you. So now it's time for Broken Bow to refocus, and we'll see if maybe they could pick up 2 here tonight.
Yeah, and they've got some big matches coming up next week as well, and it'd be great to go into those matches with a lot of momentum and get yourself ready for that stretch run as the season kind of comes to an end a little bit earlier this year. In late October is when they'll be doing the sub-districts this year instead of in the first week of November. So, you've got to be ready to go. It's only a month till that time. And Broken Bow, you're going to see more than, you're going to see your fair share of matches in a 2-day period and coming having to play back-to-back matches here. That against quality opponents, that always helps, especially when you're taking on the team in the last match that's at home, and so you get that visitors atmosphere as well.
A big match around the state that I know Broken Bow and fans will be watching tonight because it's a battle of 2 Southwest Conference powers. Gothenburg at Minden tonight. I think that's 1 versus 2. Man, what a matchup that should be, Larry. They had some great battles a year ago. Your thoughts on that regular season match happening tonight?
Yeah, that's a really good match there. And I think it's 2 and 3 because World Herald has Grand Island Central Catholic at number 1 and Minden number 2 and Gothenburg 3 or vice versa. But that's going to be settled here tonight or down in Minden. And, everybody's going to be having their focus on that one tonight.
Of course, the Southwest Conference Tournament will be played later this year. It'll come up in Valentine this year on October 20th, October 20th, and we will be there to cover all of Broken Bow's matches from the tournament for you later this season. So we are getting ready for our final match of the night. It'll be Centura against Broken Bow, and it's coming up next on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
May be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Melham Medical Center is dedicated to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care with integrity, respect, and responsibility. We know our most important resource is our employees. The best planning, equipment, or facility mean nothing without an amazing staff. Rewarding career opportunities are available. Visit melham.org/careers to see current openings and to apply. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
Have you noticed that basketball seeming to arrive a little quicker than it used to be?
Maybe your quarterback seems a little bit less accurate than normal.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jency Ross.
And I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
Those things could be happening. Or if you're also missing your food with your fork, it might be time to talk to us.
At Prairie Eye Care in Broken Bow, we want everyone seeing 2020 on and off the playing field.
Call and schedule an appointment today, and we might just help out that throw, catch, set, spike, or swing of yours.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Broken Bow Athletics.
Does the thought of turning 65 give you nightmares? It doesn't have to. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. And as an independent agent, I work with the major insurance companies that you're getting mail and phone advertising from. If you're feeling overwhelmed with the options, give me a call to set up an appointment. We will go through the Medicare process step by step, from signing up to enrolling in the necessary supplement and Part D drug plans. You don't have to do this alone. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here to help. Call me at 836-2201 or stop in at the office in Callaway.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, and Mullen debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The grocery cart meat department is not your typical meat department. Our meat is fresh and our prices are great. We have a wide selection of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood, with options like Hormel Natural Choice, Smart Chicken, and Certified Angus Beef. You know you're getting quality meat to center your meal around. Come and see us at the grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Now we come back to the Centura Gymnasium, getting ready for the opening serve of Broken Bow and Centura as we get ready to conclude things on this September evening here at the Centura Triangular. Again, if you're just tuning in, earlier tonight, Centennial winning over Centura 25-20, 25-16. Broken Bow then knocking off Centennial in straight sets. Broken Bow winning 25-21 in the first and 25-23 in the second. Well, as we have just a few minutes before our opening serve between Centura and Broken Bow, we'll kind of set up what we'll be covering for you tomorrow. It's another big area high school football Friday around the area, and we've got two great matchups on our airwaves for you tomorrow. Our Area 8-man game of the week on KBBN Radio will take us to Sargent, where Twin Loup takes on Ansley Litchfield. Coverage begins with the consolidated pregame show at 6, kickoff at 7, and then on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI 1280 AM, we'll have live coverage of Broken Bow football. The Indians, winners of 3 in a row, will try to keep it going as they welcome in Cozad for their first district game of the year. Should be a good one at Mark Russell Field. Pregame coverage on KCNI Radio starting with the Custer Federal State Bank pregame show at 6, and kickoff is at 7. I'll be in Broken Bow with Kurt Crawley to cover the Indians and the Haymakers. Larry Cotner will be with Jeremy Shipe to cover Twin Loup and Ansley Litchfield. Larry, your game has a battle of 2-2 teams, a pivotal game for both teams tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game as far as playoff picture goes. The team that wins that one really solidifies their opportunity of making the D2 playoffs. The other one's going to have some work to do. So that's going to be a big game up in Sargent, and looking forward to working with Jeremy on that. And then for you and Kirk over at Mark Russell Field, Broken Bow with an opportunity to put win number 4 in a row on the books and continue to get that momentum going as they get into October.
Yeah, it should be two good ones, and that's what we'll be covering for you on the air tomorrow night on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. And then as we go into the weekend, we'll focus in on Husker athletics. Nebraska, of course, playing Louisiana Tech on Saturday afternoon at Lincoln's Memorial Stadium. Coverage on the Huskers radio network here on KBBN Radio, going to start at 12:30 Saturday. Kickoff for the game around 2:30. And then on Sunday, we'll have coverage of Nebraska volleyball. Of course, Nebraska will start their conference season against Ohio State on Friday. And then on Sunday, they'll play Minnesota at the Devaney Center in Lincoln. And we'll have live coverage of that match for you here on KBBN Radio with coverage on the Huskers Radio Network starting at 5:30 on Sunday afternoon. So that's what's coming up sports-wise on our radio stations. We are getting ready now for Centura and Broken Bow, the nightcap of this Centura Volleyball Triangular, coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Forget that you can have convenient mobile banking services from Custer Federal State Bank right in your pocket all throughout the summer. Have you heard about Kasasa? The concept is simple. Monthly rewards, no monthly fees. Get cash back for using your debit card, earn a high rate of return on your balance, and more. Qualifications may apply. Their courteous and experienced staff always welcome you to come through their doors. Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
Good soil starts with good seed. Arrow Seed is big on performance and believe that clean, quality seed simply performs better. Soil Builder cover crop mixes from Arrow Seed were developed to improve soil health and provide maximum benefits to the next planted crop. Cover crops planted after wheat, corn, or soybean harvest not only increase nitrogen supplies in your soil, but also reduce erosion, conserve soil moisture, reduce compaction, and suppress weeds. These benefits to your soil also benefit your bottom line. Learn more about Soil Builder cover crop mixes and how they can work for you by visiting arrowseed.com or your local Arrow Seed dealer.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Now we come back to Centura High School, ready for Centura against Broken Bow. To call it for you will be Larry Cotner. As we turn it over to him, want to say thanks to Fort County Heating and Air. Owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. No matter what the temperature is outside, they'll make sure the temperature inside is just right. Call Fort County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 872-2258 to call our final match of the night. Here's Larry.
All right, let's take a look at this one. It'll be Centura going right to left on this one. The serve is by Rasmussen, and it is an ace off the back row touch of Macy Haynes. Broken Bow going with Clarissa Dowdy, Emma Taylor as the libero, Hallie Quinn, also Marin Chapin, Macy Haynes, and Hallie McCaslin to start this match. Second set that time from Ella Rasmussen going wide, and so 1-1 our score. A serve and a service error, so we're tied up one apiece. McCaslin to serve at center court. We'll set Centura's line up here in a moment. Bumped up by Wooden. The ball is blocked back off the attack by Bree Rasmussen. It'll be Bree and Ella Rasmussen, Carly Sokol, Hope McConnell, Kaylee Coughlin, the libero Haydenfeld, that's Katie Haydenfeld, and Kira Wooden is one of the setters. The service that time from Coughlin. Set up for Broken Bow. Crisscross attack by Ellis. Dug out by the libero. Back set, the hit on the crisscross by Dowdy. Dug out by Centura. The left-hand tip, and down it'll count for Carly Sokol. And Centura with the early lead, 3-1. Coughlin to serve, traditional right side. Steps into this one. Played on the back row by McCaslin. Set left side for Ellis. Too strong on the attack. It goes out of bounds, 4-1 in favor of Centura. It's one of those, as we talked about, you never knew who was going to be strong in which match, and Centura, who lost to Centennial, coming out here strong. Another ace serve. This time from Coughlin. 5-1. That's the second ace serve for the Centurions. Kaylee Coughlin sends it back row, dug out by Martin. Pass left side. Ellis the attack into the net. And as much as Broken Bow was able to get their offense going in the first match, they have struggled here early in the second match. Timeout, 6-1 the score. Centura on top of Broken Bow. Back after this on 95.3.
Cheering on during this broadcast, practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Your friends at Your Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Clang Financial, located in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street.
Well, bear with me. I inherited a cough this week, and hopefully that will not come to pass too often here tonight. Coughlin to serve again for Centura. Broken Bow trying to break the run. On the third hit, it'll be Martin. On the free ball, it will go out of bounds, and another point for Centura. And Broken Bow does not break the momentum right now, and it's a 7-1 score in favor of Centura. Coughlin, who's been on a run with another nice serve. Dug out back row, McCaslin. Set up for Dowdy. Rolls it across. Dug out there by Haydenfeld. Big swing and into the net for Bree Rasmussen. 4 hits called on Centura. Broken Bow stops the run. It's 7-2. Coming in to serve it up for the Lady Indians will be Hallie Quinn, 5'4" sophomore. Jump serve. Taken there by Haydenfeld. Wooden sets it up. Big swing by McDonald. And that is out of bounds. Check that. That's Sokol. And it goes out of bounds, and 2 in a row for the Lady Indians. 7-3 the score. Chapin steps into this one. Check that. That's Quinn. Dug out back row. Bumped over by Rasmussen. Set by Chapin for Ellis. Dug out Haydenfeld on the back row. Off the left side. Roll shot from Rasmussen. Bump set over to Ellis. Sends it across. Dug out Haydenfeld. Now off the off-balance strike. It'll go down. Putting it home that time was the setter, Kira Wooden. 8-3 the score in favor of Centura. Wooden also listed not only as a setter, but as an outside hitter, and showed why right there. Bree Rasmussen to serve, dug out by Taylor. Ellis on the attack, drives it through the double defense, and gets the point. Best hit we've seen so far out of Broken Bow in this match.
Yeah, Addison, who really had a great opening match with some of the swings and kills that she had, able to power that one through, and we'll see if that can get Bow going.
Lily Jonas with an ace serve. And Broken Bow now back within 3. They were down by 6 at one point at 7-1. Jonas. Another good serve. That one dug out by McDonald. They'll set it up for the big swing by Sokol. Check that. That was McDonald, and then Broken Bow cannot return it. Point will go to Centura. 9-5 the score. Carly Sokol did the honors for the Centurions. Sokol sends it across. Dug out back center by Quinn. Left hand tipped across by Chapin. Quickly sent back by Wooden. Dug out by McCaslin. Pass left side. Down the line, I thought off a touch for Ellis, and it will go in. Yes, there was a touch on the front line. Coach Fairbanks questioning it, but It was touched on that front line. So the point will go to Broken Bow. They trail 9-6. We're in set one, final match of the night. Centennial beats Centura in 2 in the first match. Broken Bow beats Centennial in 2 in the second one. Service, a good one, sent across that time by Macy Haynes. Bumped up by Wooden, big strong attack by McDonald. That's blocked back. Up there on the front line to do the honors for Broken Bow was Chapin and Olivia Neely, who's checked in. 9-7. Macy Haynes from the right side. Floats it to the back line. That's dug out by Rasmussen. Set up for the off-balance attack. That one, that time, Ella Rasmussen off the mark. And just like that, Brent, Broken Bow's back within 1.
Yeah, there's no sport where momentum can shift quicker, I don't think, than in the sport of volleyball. And now Broken Bow with a chance to tie.
Haynes will float it to the back row, taken there by Rasmussen. Wooden trying to go over on the second hit. Her momentum, though, took her right into the net, and we are tied at 9 apiece.
Yeah, early in the set, it was Broken Bow making some errors. Now Centura returning the favor, and we're back to where we started, all tied up.
Haynes will serve center court. Played back row by Rasmussen. Wooden back step for Ella Rasmussen. Dug out by Haynes. They'll set it up for McCaslin off the block. It is down as she goes down the line. And Broken Bow will take their first, check that, their second lead of this set at 10-9. Haynes to serve again. Steps into it. Played on the back line there by Sokol. Bumped up by Wooden. Left side attack. McDonald into the net. We'll see if Centura takes a timeout. And they will. We're in the first set. Broken Bow has rallied back. Lady Indians 11, the Centurions 9 here on 95.3.
The temperature in your home according to what you're comfortable with, not based on what it's doing outside. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow looks forward to showing you the insulation solutions they offer to keep those outdoor temperatures out of your home. The Broken Bow location is still under construction, and you are certainly still welcome in through the east or north doors, helping to make you feel at home from design to finish. Mead Lumber, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Well, after trailing early in the set, Broken Bow has come back to take the lead on Centura, 11-9. And once again, here's Larry.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. And Broken Bow trying to win the triangular. As we mentioned, they played a very good Centennial team in their first match, the second one here of the night, winning 25-21, 25-23. Got off to a slow start in this one, but now have taken the lead, and we'll see if they can continue that momentum. Macy Haynes on the service run right now for Broken Bow. She's knocked off 5 in a row, floats it to the back line and just out. So the timeout, a well-taken one by Coach Fairbanks, breaks the Broken Bow momentum, and Centura back within 1. They'll serve for the tie, and it'll be Kira Wooden from the left side. Jump serve, kept up there that time by Quinn. Roll shot across, McCaslin, dug out by McDonald. Back set, attack that time, Rasmussen. Quick set for Neely, who dinks it across. Pushed up by Wooden, and it's sent on a free ball by McDonald. Dug out by Quinn. They'll set it up now for McCaslin. Strong attack, but she was out. Trying to go along the line and just missed it. And we're tied up here in set number 1 at 11 apiece. Kira Wooden will serve for the Centura lead. Jump serve, played on the back line by Taylor. Set by Chapin for McCaslin, and she eyes that one. Took her time, aimed it, and took it on an angle to the back center.
Yeah, that time it didn't go long. Hallie was able to place it right where it needed to be.
12-11 in favor of Broken Bow. Service from Marin Chapin, 5'5" junior. Floats it across. That's dug out back row by McDonald. Hit across by Ella Rasmussen. Set up now, McCaslin again. Off the front row touch. Pumped up by Bree Rasmussen. Sent over by McDonald. Back set, the attack by Martin is down. off the back row touch of Kara Wooden.
Wow, look out. Best swing of the night, I think, for Janae. Able to get a lot of power behind that and put Broken Bow back up by 2.
Chapin will continue her service run. Broken Bow up 13-11. Floats it across. Going low to get that. McDonald, pass left side. Rasmussen down the line. That's covered nicely. Quinn over to Neely. Pushed up by Wooden. The set for McDonald directs it down the line. That's kept alive nicely by Haynes. Floater across by McCaslin. McDonald digs it out. Now a big swing by Rasmussen. Dug out by Haynes. They'll back set it for Martin, who dinks it across right along the line and gets it home.
Yeah, what a great read at the net by Janae. Was able to read the defense, saw the tip was open, and placed it right where it had to be.
14-11, Broken Bow with the lead. Service by Chapin. And at the net, a lift is going to be called, I believe, on Wooden, trying to kind of tip that one back. It was played too close to the net, and the up official says a lift, and Broken Bow now has extended their lead to 4 at 15-11. Chapin on the run, and she'll get an ace off the back row tip of Bree Rasmussen, and another timeout going to be taken. Broken Bow has extended their lead after trailing by 6. They lead by 5. Set number 1, 16-11, Lady Indians.
Start! Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? No way, dude. Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Contact your local shelter insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Well, as we near 8 o'clock, we'll remind you that you're listening to live coverage of high school volleyball on KBBN, Broken Bow, 95.3 FM. Also, our coverage on our live video stream accessible on sandhillsexpress.com, on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel.
He's Brent Apperson. I'm Larry Kottner. Christy Wells on our camera here tonight. Marin Chapin to serve for Broken Bow. She has been on quite a service run here. Floats it to the back line, taken there by McDonald. Wooden pass left side. Dinked across that time by Coughlin. Set up on the bump set, and Martin sends it across. It's quickly back to Broken Bow's side. Dinked across by McCaslin. Wooden will set it up for Rasmussen, taken there by McCaslin. They'll set it up for Martin on the crisscross, and she'll get the line. Martin going right to left and got it right on the line.
And on that point, you could really see the communication that went on Broken Bow's side of the floor, calling out balls, making sure each other knew who was going to take it, and they set up Martin for another kill.
Marin Chapin sends it across. Dug out by Sokol. She'll get it back off the set from Wooden, but her attack down the line is long. And Broken Bow with another point, and they have extended it to 18-11. And Marin Chapin, who's lived on that back left side, will serve it again. Floats it across. McDonald had to rush up to get it. Wooden sets over to the left side. Coughlin down the line. Taken by McCaslin. Back set now for Martin. Punches it over. Taken there by Sokol. Pass to the front line. McDonald on the slide. Able to get it across. Dug out by Taylor. Big swing on the run by McCaslin. Going left, hitting right, and hammered it home.
Oh, my goodness. Man, that was a swing and a half. Woo.
She put a lot into that one, going away from the ball. And Chapin will serve it up again. Floater taken there by Rasmussen. Back set, big swing. McDonald, that's covered nicely on the back row. McCaslin on a crisscross, punched up by McDonald. Back set now, the swing by Coughlin, kept alive by Chapin. Punched up by Haynes. Roll shot down the line by McCaslin, covered by Rasmussen. They'll set it up for Coughlin. That's taken there by Taylor. Pass back over to McCaslin down the line. Punched up nicely by Rasmussen. Pass left side. And into the net. McDonald trying to just dink it over. Left it a little short, and Broken Bow extends that lead to 20-11. What did this run start at, Brent?
Oh, you put me on the spot, didn't you?
I want to say it was 11-9. So I think maybe at 11-11, maybe 9 in a row. After a little volley, a back step swing by Coughlin goes long, and it's another point for Broken Bow. I'm not sure this isn't like 9 in a row or 10 in a row. Dug out on the back row by Rasmussen, dinked across by Coughlin. Kept alive by Neely and sent on the free ball on the backside by McCaslin. Big swing by Coughlin, touched at the net and dug out by Chapin. They'll bump set it for McCaslin, punched up nicely by Sokol. McDonald off balance, touched at the net. Back set, Martin, big swing, and she'll get it down. Off the back row touch of Bree Rasmussen. Martin on the attack, and Broken Bow moved that ball very nicely on offense.
Yeah, and you love what's happening with Broken Bow. There have been some long rallies here in the last few points, and all of the long rallies have went Broken Bow's way.
Chapin, that's nearly an ace, but a nice save there by Sokol, but Coughlin not able to send it across in 3, and Broken Bow with another point, 23-11, and now we're at that point where Marin Chapin, who's just been back there at the serving line, has a chance with 2 more to serve out this first set. Steps into this one, played on the back line there by Sokol, bumped up by Wooden. Coughlin rolls it across, taken there by Chapin. Set up in the middle for Neely, big swing, touched at the net. Wooden back set, Coughlin on the slide, touched up on the front net. Bumped up by Macy Haynes, and the swing across. It went into the net for McCaslin, popped up in the air, and landed on the Centura side. And when things are going right, they're going right.
Yeah, they are. And another long rally between the two that was won by Bow.
Set point for the Lady Indians. Set by McCaslin, dug out by Sokol, sent over by McDonald. Dug out on the front line. And quickly across in that time for Broken Bow. On that deal was Maddie Diedrichs. She got one of the touches. Broken Bow finishes it off, and the Lady Indians finish strong, winning this set 25-11. We'll come back for set number 2 here on 95.3.
Is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pros Fertilizer Program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
Fall is approaching and cooler nights are upon us. You need to check out Garrett for Sports in Broken Bow for new fall arrivals. Husker gear is hitting the racks in men's and women's sizes, perfect for cheering on your favorite team. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Garrett for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
Agland Day TV would like to acknowledge all the local athletes and coaches from our area. We are proud of the athletes for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Agland Day TV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Agland Day TV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Well, as we make the set change, we want to say thanks to Thrivent Financial, who is proud to support the Broken Bow Indians as they work hard to achieve their goals. Thrivent Representative Scott Harvey is excited to help you reach your financial goals. He will help you create a financial strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. Whether it's insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, give Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial a call today at 308-872-2511. Broken Bow goes on a 14-2 run to close out the opening set, and they win at 25-11 to take a 1-0 lead over Centura. Now to call set number 2, we turn it back over to Larry.
All right, the officials looking over the rotations for both teams. By the way, I want to correct something. You were right, Brent. That is a 1 versus 2 matchup between Minden and Gothenburg tonight over in Minden. And after set number 1, Minden won the first set 27-25.
Oh, wow.
So you know that's going to be a match. Hallie McCaslin will start things off for Broken Bow in set number 2. Lady Indians trying to close this night out here on this set. Dugout back row by McDonald. Back set, they get the swing from Coughlin, and Coughlin able to get the kill down, and Centura off to the early lead at 1-0. Kaylee Coughlin, after getting that kill, she'll be going back to the service line with an opportunity to serve another point. Dugout back row by McCaslin. Pass Chapin for Ellis off the front row touch. Sokol got a piece of it, and it goes down, and we're tied at 1 apiece. So both teams running their offense quickly. Checking in to do the honors serving will be Hallie Quinn. Jump serve, dugout back row, overpass, but dinked across nicely by Kira Wooden. It was very close to the net. She timed her jump. The defense was off the mark, and Centura with a 2-1 lead here early on. Service that time from Bree Rasmussen. Back set, big swing into the net. Into the lineup first time tonight, Isabel Tibbs, 5'10 sophomore with the swing there. She'll check out, and coming in to serve. Well, they're going to say Centura was in the net.
No, she was able to power it through the block and got the kill.
Okay.
Yep.
That was my bad. Awful close to the net, and we've seen that happen a few times.
Yes.
So Broken Bow with the point and the serve, and now has the volleyball, and as it's sent over quickly by Ellis, they'll set it up. Will Centura for Sokol. They're looking for a touch, no touch, and the point will go to Broken Bow.
Again, Broken Bow took the opening set 25-11, now leading 3-2 here in the second.
Broken Bow with the service, up 3-2. Sent on the free ball by McDonald. Back set up now for the big swing by Neely, but she put it into the net. 4 hits against Broken Bow. We're all knotted up at 3 apiece. Jonas out. Tibbs will come back in, but then she comes out as Taylor will play the back row as the libero. Service from Sokol. Played back row center by Quinn, bumped up by Chapin. Back row attack by McCaslin will go. She spotted an area. Sokol dove for it, got a piece of it, but could not do anything with it. And Broken Bow has a 4-3 advantage. And the ball kind of got away from us again. Ready to go is Macy Haynes, who's checking in. Haynes, 5-foot senior. Jump serve, played back row by Rasmussen, pushed across very quickly again by Wooden. It was an overpass for the second time, but both times that they've had that situation, Wooden has got them out of a bad area. 5-3 Broken Bow. Wooden will serve, floats it across, taken there by Quinn. They'll pass it middle, Neely, and I believe that was into the net, yes. 4 hits against Broken Bow. 5-4 the score in favor of Centura. Wooden sends it across. That's dug out by Quinn. McCaslin off the front row touch. Covered on the back row by Rasmussen. Dinked by Coughlin. Sent back. She keeps it alive. Returned by Ella Rasmussen, but out of bounds off to the right. And that'll tie it up at 5 apiece here in set number 2. Broken Bow won the first set, 25-11. Marin Chapin, she had the big run to finish off that set. She'll take it down the line there. McDonald can't handle it. She had to get there and play it. That was so close. I think it would have been in right on that line there, Brent.
Yeah. Chapin, of course, was the one at the service line when Broken Bow went on that huge run to ultimately close out the opening set.
Gives it a spin, steps into this one. Same place. This time McDonald digs it out. Wooden pass left side. Coughlin down the line, dug out by McCaslin. Back set now for Martin, and she'll find the zone. It's empty, back center. Point Broken Bow. They lead 7-5. And that will put Chapin again back to the service line. And that's the thing. You can serve pretty well, but you also got to have people attacking the ball to keep you back there. Dug out by McDonald. Blocked at the net. Sent back to the Centura side. They set up their offense. A little miscommunication, but Ella Rasmussen gets it across. Now McCaslin off the block, gets it down. The thing about this is a really good rotation for Broken Bow, where they've got Neely, Martin, and McCaslin over on that left side, and that has worked very well for Broken Bow. Chapin steps into it, floats it across, taken there by Haydenfeld. Left side, the attack by Ella Rasmussen, kept alive. Now there's McCaslin on the attack. Bree Rasmussen digs it out. Dinked across McDonald, covered there by Chapin. Bump set by Taylor. McCaslin slams it across, but dug out. Now sent on a free ball on the third by McDonald. Dinked across by Martin. Punched up. Nobody there, though. Ella Rasmussen punched it up, but nobody there to cover it. So 9-5, Broken Bow extending their lead to 4. And a timeout going to be taken by Centura, I believe. Oh, let's see. Yes. Or they just, nope, they can't take the timeout. The official said it's too late for the timeout now. The ball is already back at the server, and she'd already whistled for in play. Now the attack off the left side, no good for Ella Rasmussen, and I'm pretty sure we'll get the timeout this time. And we'll see. Timeout, Centura. Set number 2, Broken Bow up 1-0. They lead this set 10-5. We'll be back after this on 95.3.
Well, the fall season is here. Shop at the Garden Center in Broken Bow. They have gorgeous fall mums in a variety of colors. For your fall planting, trees, shrubs, fall landscaping projects, new perennials are in, ready to go home with you. They're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5:30. Open on Saturday from 10 to 2. Just turn 1 block south by the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow. The Garden Center in Broken Bow, proud to support our student athletes. Well, Broken Bow won their first match of the night. That was a straight set win over Centennial. Really good match. Broken Bow won the opening set 25-21, then won the second 25-23. Earlier tonight, Centennial winning over Centura 25-20, 25-16. And here in our final match of the night, Broken Bow really has been in control. And you look at how they took control in the first set, Larry, when they won 25-11, and how they've kind of started to take control here in set number 2. It's happened with Marin Chapin at the service line.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, the people they've got up on the front line with Hallie McCaslin on that left side, she's taking advantage of a mismatch right now. Chapin to serve it again. Floats it across, taken there by Haydenfeld. Wooden with the quick set and driven through by Ella Rasmussen, but kept alive by Martin. McCaslin with the attack, it'll go off the front row touch. And Hallie McCaslin having a strong match here tonight. 11-5 in favor of Broken Bow. Chapin gives it a spin, sends it. Dug out by McDonald. Wooden will pass it left side. Dinked by Coughlin. It goes over, kept alive by Martin. Now the roll shot by McCaslin into the net, and we'll just say that was the announcer's jinx.
Way to take one for the team, Cotner.
Yep. Anytime you say somebody's having a great match, that usually happens. 11-6 the score. McDonald will serve. Steps into it, floats it across. Stepping up to take it is Haynes. Set up in the middle for Martin. Got up there quickly. Dug out by McDonald. Wooden over to the left side. Roll shot, and Pancake stayed alive by Haynes, but nobody else could get to it after that. And the roll shot will work for Bree Rasmussen. Back-to-back points for Centura. They're back within 4 at 11-7. McDonald was kind of a stutter step on the way up. Haynes digs it out. They'll go to McCaslin, drives it through. Covered there by Wooden. Left side, falling backwards, Bree Rasmussen, taken there by Taylor. Back set to Martin, and then a miscommunication, and Centura could not return it on 3.
Well, we've seen that happen to Centura a few times here in this match where a ball was kept alive at the net, and then they just kind of, like you said, miscommunicated, and ball ended up falling on their side.
Emma Taylor will serve it up. Sends it to the back row, libero to libero. It's kept alive by Wooden. Now on the Broken Bow side, backstepping. Sent over that time by Tibbs, who's in there. Set up now for McCaslin down the line. She'll get it to go. Hallie McCaslin, after a couple of touches, puts it home, and it's 13-7 in favor of the Lady Indians. Trying to go and win this triangular tonight. They beat Centennial, who beat Centura. The worst Broken Bow can do is 1-1, but they want to win this one. The setup for McCaslin, but into the net. 4 hits called. The point will go to Centura. 13-8 the score. Ella Rasmussen will do the honors now for Centura. Center court to the back, taken by McCaslin, set up in the middle, big swing, and down for Isabel Tibbs. The young sophomore at 5'10", hammering that one down.
I don't know if we saw Isabel in match number 1 tonight against Centennial, but boy, she's had a couple of good swings here against Centura, and that was certainly the best of them right there.
McCaslin serve, taken by McDonald. Back set. Coughlin sends it over, and now Broken Bow has their own miscommunication as 3 Lady Indians run into each other, and the ball ends up in the net. Coughlin will do the honors for Centura, down by 5, 14-9. Sends it. Good serve. Kept alive. Punched up nicely by Chapin. Dinked across by Janae Martin. And she'll get the point for Broken Bow. 15-9 the score.
Well, Martin will get the kill, but the reason she had a chance was because McCaslin was able to dig it, and then Chapin made a beautiful set over to Martin, who got a good attempt on it.
Service by Quinn, dug out nicely by Haydenfeld, pushed across by Bree Rasmussen, dug there by Taylor. Set up for Ellis, a little too strong on the attack. That one kind of looped over the entire defense, and the point will go to Centura. 15-10 our score. Bree Rasmussen to do the honors for the Centurions, and that's going to come up short. Service error and a point for Broken Bow. We haven't seen a lot of service errors all night long, Brent.
No, not too many. All 3 teams have had a few here and there, but yeah, we haven't seen a big number of them.
Lily Jonas in there, dug out by Haydenfeld. Off the rotation, it's McDonald sending it across. Ellis Strong off the block on the right side. Sends it off the touch of Sokol and Wooden. And Ellis with the point. Broken Bow 8 away from winning the set and the match, up 17-10. Lily Jonas floats it across. Taken there by Rasmussen. Wooden keeps it alive. The crisscross attack by McDonald, played by Ellis. She'll get it back off the front row touch. It's taken there by by Rasmussen. And Wooden will get the second hit into the donut hole and get the point.
Yeah, great play by Wooden at the net, able to read the defense, saw the opening in the middle of the floor, and put it right where it had to be.
At times, she has been their best offensive player in this match. Off the second hit, Chapin hits it across. It's dug out. New player in the lineup. I'll get that number here in a second. Taken by Rasmussen. Big swing by Ellis as she just hammers that one home.
Yeah, look out. Wow, what a swing.
Ella Simon, a 5'3 sophomore, the new player in there now for Centura. 18-11. Macy Haynes will serve for Broken Bow. Played on the back row, Haydenfeld. Hustling to it is Wooden. Big swing and down, I believe, yes. Great job by McDonald. Hope McDonald off the slide, able to get it just inside the back line. Wooden will serve. Broken Bow up 18-12. Wooden across the net, taken there by Taylor. Set by Chapin. Big swing and down. Olivia Neely off the front block. 19-12. Quinn out, Martin back in. And Marin Chapin at the line, at the service line. And that's been huge in this match. Floats it across, played by Haydenfeld. And Wooden trying to dink it over on two, puts it into the net. And that's another point for Broken Bow, 20-12. I don't think Marin Chapin's had a service rotation in this match where she hasn't served a point. Floats one across, taken there by McDonald. They'll set it up for Rasmussen. Tipped at the net by Neely. They'll set it up. McCaslin off balance, got it home. She split the defense and got it into the back row center, and a timeout is going to be taken by Centura. Broken Bow 4 away from winning the set and the match, up 21-12 in set number 2. You're listening to 95.3.
At Melham Medical Center, more than 100 professional and support staff from Custer County and beyond work to ensure caring and compassionate medical attention. Doctors and providers in Broken Bow provide everyday care, while the specialty clinic brings area resident to the area's most experienced physicians. You can view the specialty clinic schedule on our website, melham.org. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
Well, Broken Bow trying to close it out against Centura, trying to pick up 2 wins here tonight. Been a good night so far for Broken Bow. Straight set win over Centennial earlier tonight, and now closing in on a straight set win against Centura.
Late substitution after the timeout. Maddie Diedrich's going to come in, and Janae Martin will sit down. Marin Chapin, who by far has had the most service points in this match, will serve again. Gives it a spin, steps into it, floats it across. Haydenfeld handles it. Wooden keeps it alive, droven across, and actually that's driven across, not droven across, but the point will go for Ella Rasmussen. 21-13 the score as Centura breaks that run out of the timeout. Hope McDonald. That stutter step serve, taken there by Haynes. Set up left side, Diedrichs, roll shot, diving save that time from McDonald, but the big swing in the middle and the point. And I believe that goes to Neely, who come away with that. Neely's going to come out, and Tibbs will check back in for Broken Bow. Lady Indians 3 away from winning the match. Service from Taylor, played back row by Haydenfeld, bumped up by Wooden. The attack to the back row. It is out. That one from the right side by Coughlin. Floated just a little too much. And now it's 23-13. Emma Taylor from the left side again. Big swing. Haydenfeld digs it out. Punched up by Wooden into the net from Bree Rasmussen. It is set and match point for the Lady Indians of Broken Bow, and Emma Taylor with the honors again. Taylor steps into this one. Big swing played by Haydenfeld, back row centered, pushed up by Wooden. The floater to the back row, taken there by Taylor, bumped up by Chapin. Big swing, McCaslin into the net. So Centura stays alive. Sokol will check in, and the libero, Haydenfeld, will check out. And Ella Rasmussen will do the honors at the service line. She'll serve in the middle of the court. Sends it across, taken over by Haynes. Back set on the slide. McCaslin down the line, played by Rasmussen. Now Bree Rasmussen down the line, got a piece of the line, and that will keep Centura alive. But still, Broken Bow with another service point, or set point. They will not be serving. It will be Centura serving, but Broken Bow set and match point number 3. Ella Rasmussen played back row. Haynes, they'll set it up. Big swing for Tibbs. Isabel Tibbs will finish off the match with the kill off the front row touch. And Broken Bow wins it in a sweep here tonight. 25-15 in this set. They win the match 25-11, 25-15. They won the earlier match tonight 25-21, 25-23 over Centennial as they win the triangular, Brent.
And we'll come back and wrap it up in 60 seconds.
To arrive a little quicker than it used to be.
Maybe your quarterback seems a little bit less accurate than normal.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jency Ross.
And I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
Those things could be happening. Or if you're also missing your food with your fork, it might be time to talk to us.
At Prairie Eye Care in Broken Bow, we want everyone seeing 2020 on and off the playing field.
Call and schedule an appointment today, and we might just help out that throw, catch, set, spike, or swing of yours.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Broken Bow Athletics.
Does the thought of turning 65 give you nightmares? It doesn't have to. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. And as an independent agent, I work with the major insurance companies that you're getting mail and phone advertising from. If you're feeling overwhelmed with the options, give me a call to set up an appointment. We will go through the Medicare process step by step, from signing up to enrolling in the necessary supplement and Part D drug plans. You don't have to do this alone. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here to help. Call me at 836-2201 or stop in at the office in Callaway.
Well, a great night for Broken Bow volleyball. They come on the road here to Centura High School and pick up 2 wins. They defeat Centennial in straight sets, 25-21, 25-23, and they defeat Centura 25-11, 25-15 to move to 10-5 on the season. Well, as we wrap it up, we want to say thanks one final time to our sponsors who brought you tonight's coverage. On the radio, they include Prairie Eye Care, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Tumbleweed Cafe, Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Arrow Seed, Rods Body and Paint, Team Physical Therapy, Trotter Service, Meat Lumber, Shelter Insurance, A to Z Lawn Pro, Squire Septic Service, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Sargent Irrigation, and Melham Medical Center. On our live video stream, we say thanks to these sponsors: Palmer Monument, Agribest Feeds of Callaway, Insurance of the Heartland, Colligan, Nebraska State Bank, Power Solutions, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, BD, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Meat Lumber, Moline Seed and Fence, and Lyons Appliance. For Larry Cotner, for Christy Wells, who helped us out on the camera, we say thanks to them, and we say thanks to you for listening. For Central Nebraska's Sports Source, I'm Brent Apperson.
For listening to our coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Also, a special word of thanks goes out to our sponsors who make our coverage possible.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bow's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner.